when people are doing these kinds of things for research purposes or are professional scientists, marine biologists specifically, like I mentioned, that's one thing. But no one should be able to hop their ass on a motherfucking submarine talking about they going down to look at the Titanic. Do you know how long? Do you know that some people work their whole life and can't save up $250,000, and you took $250,000 to hop on a submarine to go see a ship that mostly everybody died on 100 years ago, talking about it don't open from the inside? Like,
people are responding to the Titanic submarine incident. Let's hear what they have to say. As for me, lives were lost. And as I said before in my previous video, there's a time to speak and there's a time to be quiet. And I just feel like now is the time to be respectful and be quiet. But let's hear what some ignorant Black people have to say.
$4 to go and be doing Pacific Rim. Like, look at the red flags. Number 1, PlayStation controller. Number 2, experimental sub. And number 3, the shit is bolted from the outside. This thing has no GPS, no camera, no phones, not even a 19-pound air tag in this motherfucker. Like, bitch, even look at the man that was there trying to tell them about the features. He don't even look convinced, bruv. And how could you trust a nigga like that anyways? Like, bitch, look at this nigga's sock. Look at his sock. You can't trust no nigga with no socks like that. That nigga look like he got 3 toes. You can't trust no 3-toe having ass nigga in no ugly sack, bitch. Bitch, you need to understand that the world is 4.54 billion years old. And in that space of time, mankind was only able to discover and understand only 5% of the ocean. We had people who went and spent 250,000 rich people money, rich people currency, only to go in the unknown, to be crackalating with the crack on. For all that cash they pay, I bet you any money that console is run on batteries, bruv. And they didn't even give them backup. They just sent them down there with the half-charged batteries, bruv. What kills me the most is the fact that Mandem is really out here trying to go and see the Titanic. Titanic that sunk in 1912. The government of the country in which Titanic left did not even care enough to drag it out the sea. And you are carrying yourself down there to go and see. Go and see what? And call me what you want, but you cannot convince me, bitch, that Titanic is not an aquatic graveyard, bruv. Do you know how many people died on that ship? Do you know how many people died on that ship? And you know the funny thing is, we got told that Titanic hit an iceberg. For all we know, that motherfucker probably didn't even hit no fucking iceberg, bruv. We don't know. We probably don't even fully know why the fuck that ship sank. And we had people carrying their bags down there, but you want to go and be seeing sunken ship. If you don't believe me, look at how the government is reacting. Do you see the government sending one Navy SEAL, bruv, down there to look for them? That nigga wouldn't even send a tuna, fam. I'm not gonna be a bitch. I hope they get back safely, because you never know, bruv. But at this point, bruv, at the end of the day, bruv, you lot can't convince me that them niggas ain't down at the bottom of the sea getting held hostage by Tamatoa singing Shiny, bruv. Good night.
Let me tell you something. There's some people that's gonna think I'm really heartless for the jokes that I'm making about this fucking submersible tuna fish king with Corinthian leather on the inside.
Oh, come on. Cindy, the news is on. Another little white girl done fell down the well. 50 Black people get their ass beat by police today, but the whole world gotta stop for one little whitey down the hall. Cindy.
So this whole thing of the submarine trying to see the Titanic was a whole laughing stock down my timeline, and of course yours. And the reason why is because it was a suicide mission. And 2, why would 5 grown-ass men go down there in that teeny-ass tube, pill, or submarine, however you want to look at it, to see something that you'd already seen a million times over on movies, documentaries, and other people going down there as well? how were you going to, what you thought you was going to do, just go in there with that big ass tube and them little ass hallways? It's, all that shit is covered up with algae and all. You probably see creatures down there that you wouldn't see on a daily basis going, in the water, right? But from my understanding, and they just speculating, they didn't even get halfway down there and lost communication, which is also crazy. And for you to hear a knock and still wasn't able to find them, somebody lying. Another thing I noticed, we get crucified for spending our money on, bullshit that, or what people consider bullshit, but it's okay, and we supposed to be feeling sorry for some idiots. No, not trying to be funny, but that was a dumbass move to go down there and spend all your money just to pretty much get imploded, or however you say it, crushed.
You know who's not at the bottom of the ocean?
Black people. Hell, you can get mad at me for saying that. I really don't care because it's the truth. Now, if you go watch her video, she'll say women. You know what I did see a video of? A woman inside that Titan submersible. Well documented. Here's the video clip from it.
Over the years, she's been booked on 3 Titanic expeditions.
Well, now that we've cleared up at least one woman we get on that Titan submersible, you know what I ain't seen in all the videos of Ocean Gate and this Titan submersible? I ain't seen one video with that thing and a black person anywhere near each other. Y'all's survivability rate is unmatched. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I need to take a 23andMe because I'm convinced that I'm white, but I ain't that white. I ain't doing it. How in the hell did y'all convince, smart people got on that thing when they stepped in there and they seen the Logitech controller and they said, that seems legit. Now, I've got enough common sense to know, no, we ain't doing this. Y'all can do this, we ain't doing it. People got more money than they got sense.
No business down there. None. Where they down there for? Dad not say you supposed to go way down there. Why you down there? Who the fuck cares about the Titanic? They still not find it? Motherfucker. I think they got 96 hours of oxygen.
This morning, an ROV, or remote operated vehicle, from the vessel Horizon Arctic discovered the tail cone of the Titan submersible approximately 1,600 feet from the bow of the Titanic. The debris is consistent with the catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber. There doesn't appear to be any connection between the noises and the location on the seafloor. This was a catastrophic implosion of the vessel, which would have generated a significant broadband sound. I know that there's a lot of questions about why, how, when this happened, and the members of the Unified Command, have those questions.